What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chili here, bringing you another Lego Star Wars review. This time we have the AT-AT, set number 75288, piece count 1,267. Now this is one that I've been meaning to pick up for a while, but I could just never find it. I found it on sale one time for like 60 bucks at Walmart, and I should have picked it up then and ended up going with something else, and they got rid of all of them. Couldn't find them anymore. Couldn't find them at my Target. And finally found it today at my local Walmart on like a returns cart. So figured I'd pick it up and do it. I spent about $109 on it. Maybe a little bit more after tax. But it was marked down to $109 from $160. So like I said, I think it was a return cart. So you can see a couple of little box damage, like if you see where my finger's pointing, there's a crease there, there's a crease there, there's a crease that runs all the way along this side here, and there's some creases up top too that I'll show you when I move it in closer. But other than that, you know, I wanted it, I bought it. Like there's another crease right here, you can probably see, but I wanted it, I bought it. It looks nice other than the box damage. You know, the box art on it looks great. And you can see the crease up there on Darth Vader too, pretty good, especially in that light where it's got the glare off the light. But the box art looks amazing. You can tell it's in Hoth. It's got some other AT-ATs in the back here. It's got some, you know, snowy little rocks. Got some, you know, it's covered in snow mountains in the back, bright blue sky. Some more snow mountains down here on the left-hand bottom corner. You can tell it's Hoth. Like, it's the Battle of Hoth. Now, the AT-AT stands prominent in the foreground of the box. And then you've got a little snow speeder here with a snow trooper on it. And then a laser cannon here with a snow trooper operating that. You've got Luke hanging from the AT-AT with his little thermal detonator in hand. Again, I'll show the box a little bit closer up. It is the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, so that's pretty cool to have if the box was in better condition. You got your Disney logo, Lego Star Wars logo, your white brickish like stud little box art around it. It wants to focus on my hand and not the box. And then of course your Darth Vader. Your minifigures are going to be Luke, General Veers, an AT-AT driver, and two AT-AT drivers, and 2 snow troopers. But let's get this box a little bit closer where you might be able to see. Whoa, that's way close. But as you see here, you got the crease here. You've got the crease in the little minifigures thing here that goes like all the way up to here. You got another crease over here at Luke. You got a crease at the foot there. You got a crease at the back foot here. Like, it's a very creased up box. Like, again, it was my local Walmart. Can't expect much. Over here, you got like a dent right here. If you can see that, like that. You do have the Lego Star Wars logo with the set number, as well as the same art from the front of the box, but, you know, just a smaller little detail of it. The other side, you're going to have your Lego Life app download, as well as your Lego Star Wars and the set number. Your warning as always, don't eat the pieces, please. If you watch this video, do not eat Lego pieces. They're not good for you. Now, the bottom of the box, you're going to have your Lego Star Wars set number made by Disney. And the thing saying you can see this in the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga video game, along with some more creases all over the bottom, scratches here, the barcode, of course. The top of the box, you're going to get where your components were made. You're going to get the set title, Disney logo, set number, Lego Star Wars title, actual size of the Luke. And I want to say this was a 2020. Yeah, okay, I was right. It's a 2020 set. The back of the box shows you some of the display features. Let me move it back a little bit so you can see it better. So the head does open up there for you to put your General Veers and the 2 AT-AT drivers. The side opens up where you can store some snow troopers in the little blue chairs you see there. On this side, let me get the glare off. It shows the stud shooters, or not stud shooters, the spring-loaded shooters. You have storage for the snow speeder, and then you have a little like crank in the back that'll allow Luke to, you know, rope up to the bottom of the AT-AT in order to throw his thermal detonator. You've got another beautiful background of Hoth. Down here, it does show General Veers and a snow trooper at the laser turret. And then here it shows a snow trooper next to a speeder bike with Luke deflecting the laser with his lightsaber. So that's pretty much the whole box. It does open up as well, like you can open that side panel. Probably didn't say that, but I figured I could assume you would know if you can put snow troopers there that the side panel does open. And then there's your little thing in English that says that you can play it in the Star Wars Skywalker Saga video game. So yeah, let's get into this box and see how many bags that it has. Now the tape is loose, so that has me a little worried. You can't see the one, a little loose, but it doesn't look like it's been cut from me looking at it. Like it looks like it was intact, never pulled off the side or anything. So as well, like I said, this one here is a little loose, but it doesn't appear to be cut or pulled off anywhere. As well as this side also has tape. This one's a little tighter. It also doesn't appear to be cut. And that doesn't appear to be cut. So let's hope that all the pieces are there. Nobody bought this to just open it up to take a bag of it out and bring it back. This is the side I want to cut, yes. And it does come in an extremely big box. I guess I've seen it before, but I wasn't expecting it to be in such a big box. So there's your, if I can hold the box up well enough, there's your full box of contents, and we are just going to dump them all out. Empty box. Yep. And one. Looks like you got 9 bags, and of course the instruction manual. I don't see any stickers yet. Doesn't mean there's not any in here somewhere. I felt like there would probably be something of a sticker sheet with a set like this. I mean, even on the Imperial Light Cruiser, there's stickers. On the Millennium Falcon, there's stickers. But let's open these instructions up if I can figure out how to right now. Oh, I literally just ripped that all the way down, huh? Well, that's what we got knobs for. I was trying to pull the back little tab off, and instead I just ripped it all the way down. So your instruction manual. Move these bags out of my way. So of course you got in the back your piece count. It's a big manual. Your piece count. You've got other sets, other older sets. I think half of these they don't even really make anymore. Like I think that one's gone. I think that's gone. The Jedi Starfighter's gone. The one with Rey down at the bottom, I can't remember what that set's called, is gone. I think the only General Grievous Starfighter's gone. I think the only 4 that are on here that you can get are the Razor Crest, the AAT, the 501st, and the AAT. Or the, not AAT, the AT-AT, excuse me. And then there's your little mini figures that come with these different sets. It does have a ad for the Star Wars Skywalker Saga video game. And it looks like you've got 182 pages as far as being, you know, completely done with it. And as you know, I do not count stud figures or putting minifigures in. So it looks like you stop on page 178 with putting the 2 side turrets on, which will be instruction number 328. And yeah, so is there anything else in here of note before I stop this and start building? Nope, it looks like it's just starting up with building Luke and a snowtrooper. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna get into building this, and I'll see y'all when I get back. Again, 9 bags, not too many. I want to say that it's either the Imperial Light Cruiser or the Millennium Falcon that actually has less pieces in this. I can't remember. And it actually comes with like 10 bags or 11 bags or something like that. One of those two did. But as far as this one, it seemed like I only had 9 bags unless I count it wrong. But yeah, I'm going to get to building this, and I will catch y'all when I get back. What's going on, guys? We are back, and I have finished building the AT-AT. Now, this is a pretty decent build. Like, I actually really liked it. I've wanted this set for a while. I believe I said earlier in the video that, or maybe it was in my Lego haul video that I did. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. I've wanted this for a real long time. Like, I wanted the old ones back when I was a kid and was never just able to get them. And I found this one time before at Walmart for $60 on sale, and I should have picked it up, and I didn't. They actually had this one, and they had the Imperial Light Cruiser for $60. I should have picked them both up and paid $120 for both, but instead, I let that opportunity slip away, and I actually had to get this. I still got it on sale. I think it's usually like $150, if I'm not mistaken, or $160 for this one as well. But I got it for $109. So that's about how much I paid for it. Still a decent set. I have not many complaints about it. Like, there's a few things that I don't like, but all in all, for a $160 set for $100, like, I can't complain about it. Like, I got it really cheap instead of paying full price. You know what, like $60 off is nothing to smirk at. Like, I'm very happy I got it for $60 off. But still, like I said, decent build. It looks okay. I mean, it's not like the UCS AT-AT. So, I mean, keep that in mind. Like, you know, that thing's like this much taller. I can't even get my hand in the frame to say how much taller it is, and it is more movie accurate. But other than that, still a decent set. And I'm going to hop into these minifigures so we can get through this video. As always, if you made it to this point, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing. It would really help out the channel a lot. I feel like over the last month, I've done pretty good, and I want to keep that momentum, I guess. So help me out and just like and subscribe the video, like, so I can bring you guys more stuff. But anyway, I'm going to get you into these minifigures, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, starting out with the minifigures, I'm going to kind of go through the little builds before I get to the minifigures. So you got what I believe is called the web cannon. You know, nice little build, got a little lightsaber hilt in black. Wish they would have probably used that for, like, I don't know, like the dark saber or something, just to give it a little bit of different look from a regular lightsaber. But, you know, either way. But it's built with, like, you got a candlestick deal here in black. You got like a little, like, big blaster thing, if I can pull it off. You see here? Like, I don't know what kind of piece that would be, but you've got it. The legs here are actually made with little blasters as well. So I guess if you want to, you know, use different blasters on your characters, you definitely got options in this set. You got like a little roller skate up top. You know, simple build, but it works. It looks okay. Like, it's not bad looking at all. It's a decent build. Like, they did okay for this to be, you know, made out of Lego. So, Moving on from that, you've got the speeder bike, which about the same deal. You know, it's not as good as probably the UCS one is, but it still looks okay. You know, you've got your white to show that it's a snow speeder, not a snow speeder, a speeder bike. And you got a little deal back here, like maybe like a pouch or something. You know, little blaster underneath here. You got the little feet here. These are really annoying. I actually don't like this part of it just because they move really easily and you can see that stud coming out the bottom. But other than that, nice build. Now you can get a figure on that bike as you would have expect. Kind of just sits down on it like so, and there's your speeder bike. I'm not connecting his hand to it, but you get the deal. There's your little speeder bike. Now moving on to the minifigures, I'm going to try something new out here, so if it doesn't work, let me know in the comments. But you've got your Snow Trooper here. He does have a longer blaster, as you can see there. He's got a nice chest print, a little bit on the waist part, and then some on the legs as well. So I kind of like how they float it all the way down. He does have, you know, like these tannish colored gloves on. Nice looking helmet. I absolutely love the helmets on these guys, as well as the AT pilot that we're going to get to in a second. But I really like the helmets on these. Now moving to the back, you see he does have a back print here. Not an impressive by any means, but you know, I've seen some like Obi-Wans, and I think it's like the General Veers. No, there's another one. Can't remember who it is that they just got, like, you can tell they're wearing clothing, like they've got their robes on. So they did a lot better on these figures. Got some little notches on the helmet back here. And of course, if you take his face or his helmet off, he's gonna have a face. This one's kind of, you know, little, what would you call that? Like little, not really a mad face, but little evil guy face. Looks like he's got scars and, you know, everything else. So he looks a little bit more menacing than some of the other characters. Pop his helmet back on, put him back over here, and pop in the next one. So the next one, same deal, Snow Trooper. He's got the same helmet, same pattern going down from his chest to his legs, same blaster, same hands. He's got the same back print there, but on his face, you'll see he's got a little bit of a different face. He doesn't have those scars on the side. He's got one like up right above his eyebrows. And he's got more of a straight mouth than a menacing mouth like the other one had, I guess is what I'd want to call it. So all in all, these two figures are the same except for their helmets. Moving on to the next figure, you're going to have your first AT-AT pilot. And I really like the helmets on these guys. I'm pretty sure that they're probably the same as the last one that came out. I think it was in a battle pack, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a battle pack. It came with one of these, maybe two of these, an Imperial officer, and a couple of Snow Troopers or something like that. Can't remember what the battle pack was actually called. Like maybe Hoth battle pack or something. I don't remember. I really wasn't into Legos at that point. So, or Lego, I mean, at that point. But anyway, got a nice chest print with a waist print and leg printing. He's got gray hands, lovely helmet, as I've already said. He's actually got a shorter blaster than the Snow Troopers have. If you see here, a little bit shorter than that one. But his back has a little bit of chest print as well, or back print, not chest print. I guess it's still chest kind of, but he's got a little bit of back print. And then his face is, you know, this little, like, he looks like he's mad at the world right now. Like he is pissed off. But yeah, a couple little scars, a little, you know, little mad face on. And again, with him and the second AT-AT pilot, they're exactly the same except for the face. So, you know, same blaster, same back print if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, everything is exactly the same except for the face. So the face here is he's got a little smirk on, which you can automatically tell is different from the last one because the last one had a straight face. But this one's got a smirk. He's got a scar in between his eyes there. Scars on his cheek. I'm guessing those are supposed to be scars, maybe wrinkles. I don't know. But all in all, nice couple of figures there with the AT-AT pilots. Really like these figures. Glad LEGO actually gave them, you know, different faces. It wasn't just the same face on both the Snowtrooper and the AT-AT pilots. So it's really nice. Now getting into your named characters here, you've got General Veers. Now he's got his binoculars instead of a blaster. He does have nice chest printing, no waist print, no leg print. And, you know, nice helmet actually. I kind of like this helmet with the goggles kind of printed onto it. And you can see by his face on the front that he has a little microphone that comes down, a little bit more straight-faced. And flipping him around, he does have a itty-bitty bit of back print, like not much, but he's got a little bit. And then moving on to taking off his helmet, you can see his face changes from being, you know, kind of stern and straight face to being more like he's happy, like he's just took out them show generators. So, yeah, all in all, General Veers is a nice figure. Really like it. Glad LEGO decided to put him in as well. Because I want to say on an older set, they didn't really, on older sets, they didn't really come with General Veers. Maybe one of them did, or two. But the old ones, they were more like, I don't even remember if you got the AT-AT pilot. I know you got some Snowtroopers and you got Luke. But I want to say that some of the older sets, you got maybe one AT-AT pilot instead of two. So with this one getting, you know, the 6 minifigures is pretty good. Now with Luke here, I have gone into full detail on this particular Luke in my X-Wing review. So definitely check that out. Absolutely love this figure because I can compare it to the same style of Luke that I had back when I was a little kid. And this one is so much more detailed, looks so much better. Like I'm talking about when I was a little kid, he was still in his yellow face, you know, in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. He still had his yellow face. He didn't have like the visor on the helmet, like didn't have all this printing. I believe it was just a standard like chest print that all Rebel pilots got. It wasn't anything special for Luke, which this probably isn't either, but still, there's a lot more to it here. And as always, he comes with his blue lightsaber. And he does come with a thermal detonator there. And then on the back of him, he has a little bit of back print, you know, of the little vest there and some buckles. But all in all, not too much. Now, with his face, you can see that his visor is up right now. And he's got like a little smile on with the chin strap. And on the back here, the chin strap does come down, which I don't find that as a flaw for LEGO. I actually really like that because it kind of looks like he's got like a strap that connects in the back as well. That, you know, more stability maybe. So maybe that wasn't a mess up on LEGO's part. But taking off his helmet, you can see now his visor is down. So to give you a better look at what that's going to look like, you pop his helmet back on here. And now you got Luke with his visor down. His head went on kind of crooked, so there you go. There's your Luke Skywalker. Now we're going to get into this AT-AT, and let's get to it. All right, guys, getting into the AT-AT, as you can see, it's a nice build. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it. I really do like this build. Now, of course, I want a UCS AT-AT. That's, if I ever get it and make a video, you're going to hear me say that this is, you know, trash compared to that. But all in all, it's still a good build. Like, especially for being like a playset for kids more than it is like a display feature for adults. But still, I like it. It's going to be displayed on my little Lego shelf that I've got, that I'm getting, you know, started up now. And it'll be there probably for the rest of my life. But getting started on this, as you can see with the legs, if I grab them up here, they all pose. You can move them back and forth there at the top joint, as well as down here at the bottom joint. You can pretty much put them in some wacky poses if you really want to, you know. Like, legs sticking up. Kind of doesn't stand up that good like that, but you know, either way. And the feet also have some articulation to them, so they kind of move back and forth. Now, I will say when it comes to the legs on this one compared to the legs on the, probably on the UCS one, I'm going to keep comparing this to the UCS one, even though I don't have it. They, to me, aren't as easy to get it posed as probably other sets that are kind of made like this. Like, I feel like right now that's kind of a weird pose for the AT-AT. Like, I kind of want to put the foot back, but every time I do that, it decides it wants to tip over. So I'm not really going to put it in a pose that's going to make it fall, you know. But I'm sure that maybe I'm just doing it wrong and that's the deal with it. But, you know, this is the way I'm probably going to pose it just because I feel like it has more stability in it like this. But yeah, besides the point, let's get back into the actual build of it. So as you can see here, you've got a little string that hangs down. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, there you go. Got a little string that hangs down. And that's going to be for Luke Skywalker here to hang from the bottom of the AT-AT. If I can get him up there. And there you go. You got your Luke hanging from it. And he wants to spin around in circles right now. But you got your Luke hanging from it. And if you want to, there is a little gear up here that I'll show you in a minute. That if I can manage to twist it, it will actually lift Luke up, as you can see right there. Now he's all the way at the top of the AT-AT, ready to cut out the little panel from the bottom. Oh, the gun decided, I guess that's another issue. The gun just went all the way up inside of the AT-AT. So I'm gonna have to fish that out later. Luke like straight fell off in my hand, and yeah, but you see what I'm talking about with the legs. Like, I just had to fix it again. I know I'm super zoomed in right now because I was trying to show you that Luke like play action, but the legs keep trying to fall on me, and I just don't get it. Like, no matter what position I put them in, they fall. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, I'll show you that little feature here in a minute. But moving on, you can open this compartment up. You just kind of pull on these little, well, as I say that, I break it off. You kind of just lift up on one of these little stairs here, and it gives you like a little, enough to put your fingers in it, and you pull away and lift up, and now your door is, your side panel, I should say, or door, is up there. And you can see on the inside there, you do have some chairs that are actually the accurate like blue color to put, you know, a snow trooper or whoever you want in. I mean, I guess depending on how you want to display it, you could have Luke sit up there if you want to, but you can put your snow trooper up there, and it does close down real nicely and snug so that you can, you know, store your troopers in there. I'm gonna turn this thing around so that you can see the butt end, I guess you would call it, of the AT-AT. Pull y'all back some so you're not right up there in it. So if you lift this little section here up and pull this down, which that's on a hinge, and this is kind of on those ones that you can have it at different like angles. You can see you can have a little bit of a room inside for your snow speeder to fit right in like so. And you close it back up. Push that down, and now your snow speeder is stored away, ready to go to battle. Moving on to the other side. It's the same deal as the other side. You kind of just, usually I use the stairs, but you kind of just, or the little ladder system here, but you kind of just pull up or out and up, and it lifts up. And now you've got a whole nother section. You've got this little deal here that I have seen some people, I don't know if it's actually for that, but they will take the web blaster and just stick it right here on this little, that little notch there for storage. And then again, same as the other side, this side's just got less chairs. You've got a seat for your snow trooper to sit in. And if you close the door down, they both perfectly fit in there like so. I mean, pretty good build. Like, there's nothing bad to really say about this build, to be honest. Like, there's, obviously it's got some flaws, but I mean, it's made out of Lego, and it's not going to be the most perfect thing in the world, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure if you buy the $800 AT-AT, that there's still some quirks with it that just didn't get worked out all the way. Like, I know you got to use a screwdriver. Some people hate that. The panels apparently pop off real easy on it. So, again, I don't own it, so I'm just talking from what I've seen in other people's videos. Now, the head here does have like a back and forth movement. I wish it would, like, if I posed it like this, it would stay there, but it kind of drifts back on its own to be forward. But still a nice little play feature. If you got, like, you know, a kid with a snow speeder flying in, and AT-AT can turn and shoot it down. But other than that, move into the inside here, and you are going to have a little hatch here that will open up. And I know some people call this the squinting AT-AT because it looks like it's squinting at you. But the inside here has some nice control panels, little printed pieces that you probably see in, you know, every AT-AT, well, every Lego set that has these pieces like this. I wish they would have put one of the printed pieces as like the shield generator, so that you could, so that when you're looking into that red light control panel piece that shows like an environment, that it's actually looking at what the AT-AT would have been looking at. But other than that, you do got these guns on the side that are blasters, turrets, whatever you want to call them, that do move, you know, 360 degrees, good articulation. You can point them down, you can point them straight out, you can point them up. Like, they move any way you want. These, I don't believe move. They're kind of fixed in there, so can't move those. And then, as always, on these smaller, well, not really smaller set, well, I just broke a whole piece off of the AT-AT. So there you go. It is not 100% easy to maneuver the AT-AT. All I was trying to do was show y'all how to shoot off that spring-loaded shooter. I just shot it myself. Kind of surprised myself with it. See if I can get this back on without having to stop this video. It looks like I have managed to not get it on properly, but it'll work for now. Like I said, I'm breaking everything on this thing. To me, it's a good build. Maybe not the best put together like thing ever. Like, these little turrets pop off that side panel. That's pretty sure that's not the first time I've had it pop off on me. I'm pretty sure the last time, so I've recorded this video before. As you can see, if you watch the first part, I'm actually downstairs in my dining room still. And now I'm upstairs in my like second like living room. It's kind of like a game, living, collectibles type room. And I had recorded this once before downstairs, and I didn't like the way it turned out because I was doing the same thing. Like, everything was breaking. Like, you can tell right now, that's got a lot of gap in between it. This doesn't. So I'm going to have to fix that properly when I get done with this video, so that it'll look the same on both sides. But either way, that's the ordeal with this one. Like, you're not getting the top of the line, but you're getting like mid-grade, if I had to say. Now, with this front portion, you can also, it is really hard for me to get them in there, and it is a really tight fit, but you can fit both AT-AT pilots and General Veers in this head portion here. If I can get them down in there. So the first one goes in fine. The first one's not my problem. It's getting the second one in there beside the first one. Right? You can kind of see his head sticking out. He is down in there right now. Now trying to get the second one in there. Watch now. See, I'm having trouble getting the second one to stay seated. To stay sitting, I should say, not sit it. But I can't really get him in there that good. It's just really tight area. I really can't get him in there now. Well, he's in there good enough. They all fit. It's just, it's a really, really tight space, and I can't get my hands to move around in order to get him in there properly. And then General Veers will sit down here in the back. Like, he's still not in there. I thought I had him in there pretty good, but either way, they all fit, as you can see. Like, that one's not sitted all the way. Maybe if you have a little bit smaller hands than I do, you can get them in there properly. Or if you're not trying to, you know, maneuver a camera and the AT-AT at the same time, you can get them in there. But yeah, they all fit. I mean, it's not the best build in the world, but it's not the worst build in the world. They do fit down, you know, perfectly if the top closes. Now, that little piece that controls the string is right here. And if you just give it a little twist of this little gear here, it'll go up or down. Hopefully I'm pulling it down right now. I was not. I pulled it all the way up. And it'll allow the string to come up and down, but I accidentally already tightened it all the way up. Oh, there it comes. See it? If I twist that gear, it goes down. If I twist it the other way, it will go back up. So that's what that little deal there is. But yeah, guys, the AT-AT, like, look at this thing. It's like leaned. It's got a gangster lean on right now. But it's not the best build in the world for me if you're going to play with it. If you were going to set this somewhere and probably never touch it again, great build for that. Just setting it somewhere and, you know, never going to have a kid play with it or anything, or you're not buying it for your kid. Great build for that. But if you're getting it as a play set, I don't know. Me as a kid, I probably would have destroyed these legs by now, trying to get them to, you know, walk for me. Like, maybe if you have two kids, one can operate one side and one can operate the other. And just in case you didn't see that spring-loaded shooter shoot out before, boom, there you go. There's two of them right there on the side. Like, the legs are starting to fold in on me again. Like I said, I like this build. I just hate the legs. The legs absolutely irritate the crap out of me. Like, I'm sure on the bigger one, which hopefully I'm able to get one day, is a lot better and more stable. But these legs, like, you barely, like that one's not even really set on anything right now. It's just kind of free floating, as you can see. This one's down. This one's down. This one's down. The back leg here, moving freely. So I hate the legs. If you decide to buy this set, know that that's going to be probably your biggest complaint as well, is the legs. Not being able to get them, you know, exactly positioned how you would want them to be positioned. And then the overall stability of it being, you know, more lacking than the, you know, maybe more expensive one. But other than that, you know, still, it looks nice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the build, with the look of the model. But the legs are just my downfall. Like, as you saw this whole video, I was constantly fixing the legs. And yeah, but all right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. As I said earlier, I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like, a comment, consider subscribing to my channel. It would really help me out a lot. And I will catch you guys on the next one.